9 days of fasting. Yes, we on day 6. If you've made it here, congratulations. No matter what day you made it on, congratulations. If you've been fasting with me, if you've been fasting with our online community, it's been quite the adventure. Okay. In fact, it's been a journey. Okay. I'm going to share how my experience has been and what has it, what has it been on the 6th day. Okay. So first and foremost, the 6 days is definitely challenging. Okay. I won't lie to you. The challenges are different, but it's definitely challenging nonetheless. Okay. Um, I'll explain first how my body feels. My body feels definitely nutrient deficient. Okay. Definitely nutrient deficient. I've increased my water intake. Okay, just by maybe a quarter. Okay. But yes, I definitely feel, like I'm lacking some nutrients. Um, I definitely can feel different waves of hunger, different waves. Okay. This is also going um and working in tandem with the nutrient deficiency. Okay, because we get our nutrients from food, that's my body signaling that, yeah, maybe we should have something to eat. Right? And when I feel like that, I talk to myself, I talk to my body, I talk to my organs, okay? And I allow my body to know why we're doing this. So my body doesn't think that I'm, hurting it. We're in some type of danger. We're in some type of deficit, okay? I like for my body to know that we're doing this for longevity, okay? Mhm. We're doing this for the sake of our mental well-being, the sake of our emotional well-being, the sake of our physical well-being, okay? Fasting gonna benefit all of the above, okay? So yeah, my body feels challenged, okay? My willpower feels challenged. Yeah. If anybody ever fasted, you're gonna feel it challenging coming, from your willpower, right? Challenging myself to not eat, challenging myself to stay stay on a mission, right? It's so easy to get knocked off of your own mission, right? It's so easy to have your willpower challenged and to give in. So I wanted you to know, chat, what it feels like, what it looks like. You can look in my eyes. I want y'all to look in my eyes, okay? And to just see a human being going through something human. We all human, okay? And we all have the power to do what we naturally can do, okay? Allowing the body to go into autophagy and ketosis. This is natural. This is part of our natural healing methods to invoke our natural healing medicines. Okay. So we're doing something natural. Fasting is very natural for you. Okay. And on the 6th day, you'll begin to, you'll feel the challenges, but also the benefits is you'll feel the strengths. You're going to feel the strengths. After you realize, after a whole day then went by, that you've gotten through another day, you're going to realize how strong you really are. Okay. Your body is going to thank you. Okay. Now, at the beginning, you may go through some insomnia. You may be up at night, may be hard for you to sleep because maybe you're used to sleeping, you know, um, with a full belly, or maybe you used to sleeping with a soothed belly, rather. The first few nights, you're going to notice that it may be a little hard to sleep. At this point, it's not. Your body don't have so much energy just to be up. Your body don't have all that energy just to be sitting up. Okay. Um, I tried to entertain myself yesterday on day 5, right? And I tried to entertain myself by cutting on a movie. I went right to Tubi, trying to put a movie on, right, and seeing that no, I couldn't even do a Tubi movie. Couldn't even do a Tubi movie. Wouldn't even do a Tubi movie. About like 2 minutes in, my eyes got so lazy, had to cut that movie off. Okay. Reading, I was able to read a lot more today, but also I needed the help of the sun. The sun helped me stay focused because what happens is mental fog begin to set in when you fasting. When you're not feeding your mind, okay, you're going to develop mental fog. Okay. When you're not feeding your body, okay, your mind is going to feel the difference. Okay. So it's going to be hard for you to focus. It's going to be hard for you to do what was once simple for you to do. Yeah, I can easily read 2, 3 chapters easily, right? Of my favorite books. I read every day, right? I also write every day, right? But today I felt me needing the help of the sun. And it's also been a heat wave. Okay. That's another reason why I increased my water intake. Okay. It's been a heat wave. Okay, and it's added some turbulence on the adventure, right? I have air condition, right? So the air conditioner help, but it's also been a heat wave, and I don't like to just sit in the buildings all day. Okay, but but I found myself at the crossroads where if I wanted to preserve my energy and if I wanted to preserve the hydration that I still had in my body, then I'm going to need to spend some time on the inside. It just made more sense, or at least in the shade. Okay, so yeah, we 6 days into fasting. 6 days into fasting. Don't matter how many days you do, it is all good. Okay, it is all good. If you only done one day of fasting, that's great. You strengthening your willpower. If you done 2 days, that's great. You stepped into autophagy. You're doing great. If you done 3, 4 days, you stepped into ketosis. Okay, anything after 4 days, you are doing excellent. Okay, and I want to also add that it takes time to build these days up. You don't just start fasting and decide you're going to fast for 6 days, 9 days. Okay, you don't do that. These are expert level fasts. I've been fasting for a while now. Okay, the longest I fasted is 18 days, so my body knows exactly what I'm prepared to put it through. Okay, but I didn't start that way. I started with um intermediate fasting, which is eating once a day, right? 12 hours. Okay, then I increased it to 18 hours. Okay, then I increased it to 20 hours, and then I went the whole day. So that's just some more advice for those of you that are thinking about fasting. Okay, you can click my fasting playlist to hear me talking more on fasting in general. Right now, I'm just vlogging, sharing my 6 day process as we make our way towards the seventh day. Okay, um, I stop. No drinking teas. No, because a lot of people want to ask. A lot of people want to ask. Like to ask. A lot of people like to ask, what all do I drink during these fasts? Am I drinking teas? Am I drinking coffees? Am I drinking fruit water? I'm not drinking anything with calories. So that means I'm only drinking water. Fruit juices and waters have calories. So no coconut water. I'm not getting my electrolytes from there. Okay. Sometimes I have um taking some salt water, that helps sometimes. Okay. But yeah, after doing this for 10 years, I fast every month for over a decade. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I fast every month for over a decade. Okay, so my body has gotten used to, right, minimizing my energy output. Okay, knowing how to speak less. Also, letting people know that I'm fasting, they're not going to pull so much energy from you. Okay, it helps. Okay, so yes, I'm just reminding people to take your time. Take your time. Okay. Um, and also stop whenever you feel like it's too much. You're not obligated to anyone to fast for a certain point of time. You're not obligated to anyone. Okay. Yes, you can set your goals to want to reach a certain point, right? But at any point in time, when you feel like it's too much, you can stop. You can stop, you can replenish yourself, okay? And you can try again at another allotted time. Okay. But yes, this is my fasting experience. So I share what my body feels like. What do my emotions feel like? Well, when I think of my emotions, I think about my willpower. Okay, and how my willpower is being strengthened and how this is like adding to my attitude, my character, how I view myself, right? This is all adding, right? It's giving me confidence, it's giving me security, right? So I'm benefiting mentally, right? I'm benefiting emotionally, right? I don't feel sad. I don't feel depressed. I don't feel like I'm lacking. In fact, fasting with a whole house full of food, right, is also a different type of fast. Yup, that make me feel even better that I'm fasting with a whole house full of food, right? It makes me feel like I'm strong, um, stronger than I even give myself credit for, right? So yes, it feels good. It feels good. You may be wondering, how is family responding to this? Well, I had plans for my sons to be with me, right? And they were at the top of this, but I had to send them to their mothers. I'll be honest, uh, their mothers are asking for me to eat. They're like, "Can you eat?" Because you have boys, and your boys have an abundance of energy, and that's when you're really getting tested, right? When you're asked to eat, right? I've been asked to eat, right? Two times already, and I'm sure I'll get asked to eat again tomorrow. But it's me standing firm in what I feel is best for me. This is me loving me, right? Um, so yeah, some things have to get rejected. Some people have to get rejected when you fasting, even your loved ones, right? And I know everybody not going to be able to have those opportunities, right? Um, to not be with their loved ones, but I wanted to let y'all know that when you're dedicated, when you're committed, right, nothing gets in your way, right? And I'm there. I'm to the point where I won't allow things to get in my way, right? This is my body. This is my fast, right? And so, yeah, I wanted to touch on that. That's my body, my emotions. And you already see where my mind is at. My mind is focused. My mind is steadfast. My mind is tunnel visioned, right? Um, do I think about eating? Of course, I'm going to think about eating. That's natural. That's very natural, right? Sometimes my mind even celebrates the fast being over before it even stops, right? You think about the food you may eat. Earlier, I took a nap, y'all. I was so famished. I had a dream. Oh my God, food dreams. Had a dream. It was so much food, tables of food. Yup, I was driving a school bus, and on the school bus, I had a bunch of people with me, and they all were eating food, and we're driving to go pick up some more food. It was just a foodie dream. So yes, I hear my body talking to myself. I know where those thoughts are coming from. I know where those dreams are coming from. Yep. And yeah, it feels good. Yep. And like I said, I've been fasting for over a decade. This is the first time I had the abundance of severe food dreams. I mean, like I've had three food dreams to the point I'm in the dream about to eat. Like, and I had to remind myself that I'm fasting. I do dream yoga. Okay, if anybody familiar with dream yoga, I do dream yoga. When you're conscious of you dreaming, when you're when you're conscious that you're dreaming inside of the dream, okay, and cultivating that experience to something more profound, to deep inner knowings, right? Um, I still don't eat, even in my dreams. That's another thing I noticed. Where I said, wow, I won't even eat inside my dreams. I won't even eat inside my dreams, right? And that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Chad. I just want y'all to know that I just wanted to share everything my body has been going through, my mind, my spirit, my emotions. I wanted to share it all to you. And I wanted to share it with you with a smile. Okay. I wanted you to know that this is my 6th day going into my 7th day fasting, and I'm smiling. Okay. 6 days of no food, 6 days, okay, a minimum amount of water, okay, no coconut water, no fruit water, no teas, okay, no teas after the 3rd day, okay, after the 3rd day. The first 3 days I was drinking teas with no sugar, no calories, no honey, no agave, nothing to sweeten it. Okay. But as we grow, as the fast grew to more of a calorie, um, a strict no calorie fast, it was imperative that I remove anything that can activate my digestive system, anything that included macronutrients, anything that included proteins, anything that included calories in general, amino acids, sugars, anything. So that leaves us down to only water. Okay. So yeah, if you think about fasting, go for it. If you've already fasted, go for it. If you've been with me along this adventure for the last 6 days, go for it. Right. I just thought up today. I said, wow, I didn't eat in the month of June at all. And that feels good. It feels good. I feel freer. I feel richer. I feel not obligated to particular things, right? I feel free as a person, right? You know, we live in a world where we have society that's trying to control us by the things we put in our body, right? So I done activated my rebel. I feel like a rebel. I feel like I'm supposed to feel. I feel like a man, okay? Um, it had me also thinking about breatharians. Y'all heard of breatharians? People that surviving off of the air. I understand that. I understand breatharians now. Right? I understand this. I'm going to feed my spirit, okay? Starve the body, feed the spirit sometimes, right? And at this point in my fast, I'm going to feed my spirit, my passions, right? I like to teach. I love to teach is one of my purposes, right? Right? I teach mental agility. I teach mindset training and meditations, right? Um, and in doing so, I get to feed my purpose. I get to feed my passions. Okay. I've been doing that for 2 decades, right? So I'm also going to make some music. I'm a musician as well. So I'm going to be making some music, and I'm going to be feeding my spirit. That's all. Nevertheless, shall you have any questions about fasting, click the fasting playlist. You can also ask any questions on any of my previous posts. You can ask it on this post, and I'll surely answer it on my next live. Okay. Nevertheless, cut your post notifications on. Yup, save this. Yup, thank you for liking this and sharing this and commenting if you've been interacting. I love when I see humans interacting. Okay. And also make sure you subscribe. Yep, subscribe to this page. Um, and and my promise is to always enrich you. We have a slogan here. Okay. So I promise to enrich your body, to enrich your spirit, to enrich your mind with courage, confidence, bravery, okay, purpose, and power. Okay. So we have a slogan here, right? And that's let's get rich every day. Let's get rich. Let's enrich ourselves. Let's enrich the people around us so we can live in a world that's a much richer place. Okay? Nevertheless, I'll see you soon. Let's get rich.